My client is a Kentucky resident. He has been residing in Flatwoods, Kentucky. In fact, he had the sole discretion to determine if it was safe for Ms. Poe to even exercise parenting time. And as I understand the chain of events, on July 16th, 15th, and 16th, both Mr. Atkins and Ms. Poe appeared in this court for a shelter care hearing due to a complaint filed by Mr. Carey, who's present today on behalf of Lawrence County Department of Health and Family Services, alleging that RA was a dependent child, which is what's an issue here. Mr. Carey indicates that both parents were attending parenting classes. There's a Kentucky CPS history regarding family, more specifically regarding Eva, and as such, proper jurisdiction for the dependency, I believe, should be in Greenwood County, Kentucky. That's where Joseph Atkins resides with Ryder. I think at the time that the parents were ordered into court before Judge Sanders, that Ryder was in Kentucky. He was safe at that time. The child was ordered brought back to Ohio. I think the situation should have been that the case was referred to Kentucky. It was not. I believe this court does not have jurisdiction based upon the residential parent being the Kentucky resident. The child is not in this state when the allegation is made. Based upon my motion, I would ask the court to dismiss this motion and give custody back to Joseph, and if not, at least refer it to Kentucky for further disposition.
You see, Judge Sanders issued an emergency removal without any emergency. And once I told her where we lived, she knew that she got caught. She couldn't contact Kentucky authorities because there was no emergency. So instead, she had a CPS worker file a false complaint that charged a parent in Ohio that had no custody the very next day.
Having custody control who the party now resides as Eva Poe, that wasn't true, was it, at that time?
At that time, we did not have an open case. I did not know who had physical custody of the child at that time.
Did you not testify that you terminated your case in May because Joe had an agreement that he got custody residential status?
I said he had custody. I said
then why did you say Eva had custody?
I said physical custody just now. I don't know who had the child at that time.
Was the child here on the 16th of July in Ohio?
I don't know where the child was.
Was the child ordered to be brought back to this jurisdiction?
Yes.
So the child was in Kentucky?
I don't know where the child was.
Okay.
And they gave custody to Joe Atkins. And the judge advised me I should terminate my case. And I was done. Which I did.
So that was the end of your involvement up until July, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and then can you describe to the court then when you became involved again in July of 2019?
July 15th, I believe they were here in court for a hearing where he was having a problem with visitation. And something happened here where they were sent upstairs.
I would like to address the world while we're here. On May 13th of last year, this court order from a hearing held in May, previously in May. My client was designated a residential parent, RA, who was born 24th, 2019, of January. Ms. Poe, in fact, through that order, was granted reasonable parenting time with Ryder, her son, at the sole discretion of Joseph Atkins. So the court had confidence in my client, was able to take care of Ryder at that time. My client is a Kentucky resident. He has been residing in Flatwoods, Kentucky. In fact, he had the sole discretion to determine if it was safe for Ms. Poe to even exercise parenting time.